All right, we are back. I guess it glitched out. I don't know, either the internet glitched out, something glitched out, and the stream paused. I tried to restart it, but yeah, I mean, unfortunately, didn't do what I wanted it to. I'm gonna give it a minute. Take profit range? Good question. Usually spiral lines are the easiest. I probably wouldn't take any profits here because it's so close to entry, but I think ultimately this area and then, right here, 22s. But really, I would be looking more for 20s, man. I'm curious about the trade. I mean, how much would you make if you were to take at 20, 3 grand? So, yeah, that $500 I lost yesterday, pretty pale in comparison to making three grand right there. So yeah, what's up, Blueface? So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in trading too, check out the link to BITGET and MEXC. Really good exchanges down below. Really good promos as well. The other thing too, I wanted to show you guys that I guess we got enough people back for now. The weekly 500 moving average. Right here. I think we're gonna, this is ultimately around when I think we'll hit it. 12, 13K or something. Towards the end of the year, worst case scenario, I think is 9,300, this really high volume area down here. That's what I think is kind of the worst case scenario. So yeah, right there. What are we, is price coming up? Nah, you're not even doing, you're not doing nothing yet. We might get the scalp. Maybe I'll stay on long enough, probably not, honestly. Maybe I'll stay long enough to do potentially a scalp here if I would like what I'm seeing, but yeah, with the Fed, I wouldn't do anything before the Fed minutes come out. Nothing at all other than just stay in the trade I'm in right now. This would come down. Lost it all. And then, so I guess Fed meet at 2 p.m. I would guess, probably 2 p.m. Yeah. Probably stay on another half hour. What I think, let's look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart here. So they just change it when it's wrong, obviously. We know that, but we could still potentially get something out of this. And I think what's going to happen, you look at like over here, 18 to 23. Now, I think that's a little bit generous, but ultimately right now, the 12K, 13K, that area. Fed minutes is in 2 hours. I think it's at 2 p.m. Everything's at 2 p.m. with them Eastern time. Everything. And yeah, slightly up there. Thing too, this confirms in 6 days. I think we will see the local top within that time if we have not already. I think I think March and April are going to be red months. We get a little green wick right here, green candle. I think that'll close green, obviously, and then right down more. And what I want to look at here is a couple of the short funds, leverage short ETFs. Be careful with these. But look, money flow crossovers here. These generally look good. I know they're split RSIs, but still. you know, you're seeing this, generally stay in this range. I think you're going to get up, you know, quite a bit here. I think you could come up, you know, maybe even something of that nature. That'd be pretty soon, but the volatility could be big on these. You could make a pretty penny with this if we do really come up, yeah, 100% or something. Yeah. And then this is the short fund on real estate. I think real estate's going to come down more. Probably not as much as the NASDAQ, but this is creeping. It's creeping back up, guys. It's creeping. And SPXU, I think, yeah, short for S&P 500. When you're wrong, you just move your stuff over. But yeah, I think that's a general, unless you just reject here, but I think the general trajectory could be something of this nature. And if you look at the weekly, kind of for the first time ever on this, aside from, you know, little ones over there, like little areas, you know, here and there, and this, look at this, just straight down. You know, now you're getting two of these in the bright, so I think you're generally going to stay in the bright for some more time here. The Fed talk is at 2 p.m. today, guys, or the minutes, and I think it's going to sound more hawkish. We don't know, though. If it doesn't sound hawkish, we're probably going to get a pump, but I'm kind of thinking more hawkish. So, yeah. Thing too is, I mean, this was a great indication. I mean, I remember, like, EMAs turning, you know, gray, blood down. There were just so many reasons to get the hell out back here, which I did, thank God. You know, for ETH2 on that 6th day, just so many reasons to get out. And then you did have the bullish div here. I mean, I did have, you know, one Bitcoin swing long. I think I ETH swing long too that I wrote up. I took profits on them around 23, fully out of those positions. So did make a little up. I wasn't talking about them as much. I wish I talked about them more. You know, I wish I took the, you know, bullish div there more seriously. But yeah, you live and you learn. You live and you learn here. But yeah. Why are you going along on Matic, DCF? I want to know the reasoning behind that. Why are you going along on Matic? Yeah, I mean, that Dane, that's the best strategy too. It's a little bit more longer, you know, more swing. You know, you could do spot trades too. I mean, you don't need leverage to make money, contrary to popular belief. I mean, I know Warren Buffett, contrary to popular belief as well, did use a lot of leverage. You know, a lot of people do, but you don't necessarily need to use leverage. You can use leverage, but yeah. And by the way, guys, if you want to trade, links to BITGET and MEXC down below. Really good exchanges. Highly would recommend both of them. MEXC is the new up-and-coming one. I think it's going to be kind of like the next BitGet. Their fees are lower for derivatives. No taker fees, or no maker if you're, yeah, no limit order fees, let's say. Yeah. Looks like a Litecoin actually. Yeah, so I didn't look at a few of the, I gotta look at the alts. Yeah, I mean, I just don't like the weekly at all there. However, you could compare it to here where that, you know, came down a bit and then jumped up one more. I don't know if it's gonna be as good this time. I don't know. Because the whole market comes down, I see this coming down, but maybe. That I kind of don't like, you know, money flow coming out there, but the same thing was kind of here. I don't know. I wouldn't mess with it, but it's a possibility. This looks bearish to me. However, you had one more up before you came all the way back down that time. Okay, Cardano. Yeah, I think ultimately, you see the bear market rally, and then I just think it's going to roll over, and then you'll eventually get down to these kind of evaluations, and that's, let's see how low. Yeah, another 60, probably another between 60 to 80% down, I think, sadly. Um, mm, yeah, I mean, Matic has just been up so much. It's gonna, and especially the Bitcoin evaluation. That's why I wouldn't mess with any like long on that. I mean, if you're gonna be long in anything, it should be Bitcoin, just because Bitcoin dominance is so bullish. I would say for shorts, just all the alts should be all shorts now. That's my opinion, not financial advice. So, where you could find out, it would be on CNBC front page. Would say it, probably Fox Business as well. Yeah, definitely Fox Business. All like the financial sites, probably even What's Bloomberg saying? I don't look at Bloomberg enough. It's probably got a paywall. I could pay for it, but yeah. What's going on here? Just show me this shit. That's not. Yeah, you can't even. Is that worth it? Oh. Shit. Yeah, so they're already thinking that. They're already thinking it's going to be more hawkish. Yeah. Already cut half of the 2023 rally. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, it looks like. My main view is this is how you get somewhat of a soft landing. You just keep hitting the 25 basis point button every month until the job is done for a lot of this year. And you still get the job done. It's just more of like a gradual, slow decrease downwards. You could be like, oh, no, it's not, we're not being too hawkish, all that. But that's my main opinion. Let's get Adam here. That one, yeah. That looks bad. I think that's going to play out more like, yeah. I think it's going to be worse and less forgiving than those two. Yeah, even that money flow. Yeah, right down. Yeah, once this gets in the red, I think we're generally heading down, guys. I'd be surprised if we could get that jump up. I mean, I'm sure there's some reality where you come up to 28, 30K, but I don't think it's this one. But yeah, coming down to that area. Seems like we're just still a gradual decrease. See here. More details, MEXC. The link is in the description below. Let me show you that promo actually. Let me just give me 1 second here. They got my logo there. Shout out to Bruno from MEXC. But yeah, the landing page, the first link down below. And it's free for limit orders. So I mean, I like the exchange. It's the top three are probably BITGET's gonna, just because of higher trading volume, is gonna be the top one, and then BitGet and MEXC, I would give it like the same level probably. I mean, BitGet does have a little bit more trading volume. I don't like their interface as much, but I mean, that's personal preference. Soft landing equal crush hard landing. Yeah. That's a DCF. What I think is if the market keeps going down into 2024, like past like early 2024, S&P 500, NASDAQ, we're heading into a depression. And then, what's the last time we saw this kind of history, 2030s, and then what did that lead to? World War II. That's what I would think. And I think the main difference here is the U.S. is not going to be on the winning side of that war. And then the new empire is probably going to be China after that war. But yeah, I mean, And the thing is, like a lot of people, obviously, like if there's a draft, a lot of people are going to be burning their draft cards. And the only way to really have a war and get enough people drafted, I think, is if you have serious economic issues. So I think you would have to go into a depression for that. And I think ultimately, I think China is going to get hit hard too in depression if we do end up going there. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. What a lot of smart people are saying is, I'm not even following this advice, so don't even, not yet at least. But like, you know, go to a place where they don't have the resources to go after you. You know what I mean? You got to leave the first world. You know, you got to, El Salvador may be good if you, I mean, that's a little bit more of a dangerous country. They take Bitcoin as legal tender. There's a lot of good things there. Central America, I think Central America is probably your best bet. Really, Central or South America. Southeast Asia a little bit, but I mean, obviously more draconian there. But yeah. I mean, everybody's been talking about World War III. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just talking about possibilities. If you want to see people predicting World War III, go on Twitter. Yeah. Let's see here. Apex. You were telling me about that yesterday, right? Is it owned by BITGET? I forget. What is Apex? Oh, let's look at that. Let's see what the hell that is. This isn't. I can't really find any. Oh. Is it this? Yeah. Mr. Mac. Right there. What is general sentiment, guys? Tell me this. What is general sentiment? Like, are more people bearish or bullish right now, overall in the crypto space? What do you guys think? I would say kind of 50-50, mild lean for bullish. And if we look at fear and greed, Bitcoin, fear, and greed, it's probably a slight, like, there's a slight edge to, yeah. I would say it's probably 60%. This would be probably a good gauge of how people are. 60% bullish, so it's a little close. Fear and greed index, I don't know, maximum. It's been around a while too. It was December 20. Yeah, so I mean, obviously here, you know, as you got into 2021, there was more, yeah. So it's not always going to tell you what, yeah. 27K, it could be, May. It could be. One more, are a lot of liquidations at around high 25s. So yeah. Okay. I gotta look into that more. Do you see if I can't find it? It's not coming up on Google. Like, yeah. A lot of people too. There's a lot of YouTubers. Let me tell you guys. Like, I hear stuff, and there's a lot of YouTubers that are afraid to even sound bearish. Ben Cowan, sound that bearish because there's other people too. But to even sound that bearish just because the audience gets pissed and they get too many hate comments. Like, I would make more money. I would get more views. I would do better at what I'm doing here if I sounded more bullish. I hope you guys understand that. But I'm trying to be as genuine as possible here. And I've said for the last 3 weeks to last month that we could absolutely test the 200 weekly moving average. You know, so I haven't been that far off. And I've been right all the way since here. You know, just straight right all the way since here. Didn't see this jump coming as much as I would have liked to. But oh well. Yeah, you don't get them all. Yeah. But fear and greed, I mean, curious if it's like, yeah, February 2020, and then much more. There are similarities kind of with the pandemic. I mean, there could be a black swan coming. That would shake things up, but that's more for a hard landing. That would shake things up a little bit. But yeah. Let's just see. Let's see the tickers. CNBC has good tickers. You could see like on the day, yeah, slightly up. I want to look at a few of the big boys. Big boys like Apple. Let's see here. That's what I think. Yeah, DCF 100%, 100%. Yeah. He doesn't like Cowan doesn't want just wants to appeal to the audience, which it's funny. I just don't care what people think most of the time. So yeah, but well, no, he doesn't. He could read between the lines. Yeah. I mean, what we talked about yesterday, he thinks 500 weekly moving average. That's what I think is most likely. That could change. We'll see what happens, but yeah. I mean, you guys don't realize, like, a lot of stuff unpredictable. Like, who the hell would have known FTX went down? That brought the industry back years. That brought us back years. You're probably going to need, before you regain any trust in this, you probably need decent, like, regulation in mid to late this year before you have any more trust and any potential of hitting a bottom, I think. Sadly. And I mean, I still know, like, a lot of... there's still a lot of dumb money that asks me like all the time. People that don't really know or follow it, like, oh, should I buy Bitcoin now? And I'm like, no, don't yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, there's still people into it. Like, social risk is still up there. You know what I mean? Right, like that, and then that's what I kind of think, this area, and then that's. I mean, that general pattern, look at that. I mean, that don't lie. I mean, it could be less. Obviously, it could be bounced off of 109, but I think 100 is your next major area. Amazon, too. Ultimately, I think this is going to continue downward. Yeah, kind of like that. Down more. And then, what else is a big boy? Tesla. Yeah, I mean, that's that general pattern we've seen. Probably going to head down. Shout out to David T. Shout out to Dr. Spluters, MD. Yeah. And then, for some reason, I've been looking at this one. I don't know. I feel like just people talk about this a lot, so that's why I feel like it's going to go down. Like, people are bull, you know what I mean? Like, generally, and especially with this right there, I don't know. I think this is generally going to come down. EMA is turning gray again. This could be a good short right here. I mean, that's a high market cap. 40 billion for a company like this. I feel like that's pretty high. And then, that's Spotify. Like, these ones. Wow. Nice jump right there. 83% out of nowhere. But look at that weekly. Look at those RSIs. Kind of like that. I think you come to roll over. Where can you park your paper money? Do you mean like cash? Like Efectivo? I mean, right now, I would even stay away from stablecoins until we see what happens with regulation. I would stay away from stablecoins. I would go U.S. Treasuries or, I mean, Chinese banks, foreign banks. I don't know. Like, I would take the 3 or 4% right now for now, and then just try to have a good cash position to get in towards the end of the year. That's what I think. Because it would be a shame. I mean, if I were to be, you know, if you want to be ballsy, man, if you're trying to earn your interest on that, crap, you know, crypto.com and crypto.com has proven everyone wrong so far. That and Coinbase, obviously. But crypto.com especially, everybody thought that was going down, and their CEO was like, no, we're proving everybody wrong. And he was right. I'm impressed with that guy. I want to look. Let's take a look at that guy. Chris, this guy. I like this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at you. Look at you. This guy proved this guy is a baller right here. He proved everybody wrong. Nobody thought Crypto.com would stay afloat, and it did. What's he wearing right there? Supercharger. He failed businesses in the past. He's experienced. Look, I don't know, guys. I wouldn't be putting I wouldn't trust any exchange right now, but still. If I had to be trying to earn interest on somewhere that wasn't decentralized, it would be him. And obviously, Exodus Wallet, you know, Ledger, decentralized ways to stake, you know, altcoins. You know, Atom is one I'm holding on to through all of this because it's a high yield, and I think Atom may be a good. Atom I like. Atom could be one of my favorite altcoins. I think it's going to go down in the short term and bottom out towards the end of the year, but still. Algo looks kind of, yeah, I kind of like how that looks a little bit, but these blue triangles, I think it's just going to be another trend reversal. Got burned with BlockFi. That sucks. Nerdy Tech, who are you? I'm curious who you are, Nerdy Tech. Is that Eric? Could be Eric. Maybe not. BlockFi didn't have anything on. Oh wait, you got burned with BlockFi? Oh man. You had time to probably get your money off of there. Probably even, you know what I mean? Because it went off like a few days. It went liquid a few days after FTAA. You probably weren't paying attention. Yeah, okay, I guess that, yeah. Yeah, you were not paying attention if you had money on BlockFi at that point. You had a lot of time to get off of BlockFi, especially after Celsius went down. But yeah, we all make mistakes, man. It's all good. I had money on Celsius, so I don't, you know what I mean? I don't blame you. Didn't have money on BlockFi. I learned a lesson after that, but yeah. You were right, Eric. I mean, I know you, I feel, if I remember correctly, you were more bearish back, like, when we were, back in, like, end of 2021, I believe. Oh, 3K, that's not, yeah. I wonder, BlockFi was probably more, you'll probably get like maybe 1,000 of that back in 10 years, I don't know, a couple of years. The way to write off that loss is a little weird. I was talking to my accountant about that. You got to like write it off as you get the money back. It's such a bunch of bullshit. Like, you should be able to write it off right now and then, but it's like, yeah, 80% of your portfolio. Oh my God, no wonder why you're, and you're bullish right now, of course. Man, 80%. Well, I mean, why would you keep 80% just on one exchange? What are you doing? If you listen to me, you know, you would have moved it around at least. 80%. Like, come on. Yeah. You learn. I mean, it's all about learning too. You know, it's all law of attraction. You got to feel like you're wealthy, you know. It's all an illusion. It's all a simulation. But, yeah. Like, there's a story of stoicism with Thomas, oh man, who was it? Thomas Edison? Basically, one of he had a really big factory, one of the biggest factories ever, and it caught on fire, and it was just burning. This whole thing he worked on his whole life, and instead of being angry about it, he's just like, we got to get everyone to see this. I've never seen a fire this big. This thing is incredible. I want everyone to see this fire. This thing is beautiful. Yeah, just being positive about that. Oh, you were in a position. Oh, so you were just okay. So you were leverage trading or something, yeah, and you made it all back. Okay, you didn't have too much money in there. I thought that was like long term stuff, but yeah, yeah, testing. We're testing 23.6 right now. If we do get that last pump up, the way I see it is if the Fed would have to sound freaking like really non-hawkish. Like they would have to say we're done raising rates or something. Then you'll probably get a jump up to like 26. And there are, I mean, I don't have it up, but there are a lot of liquidations at 25.8. That doesn't mean they're necessarily going to get hit right now. Yeah. Guys, try not to like use swear words. It gets like in the thing where like I have to approve it. So try not to swear too much. I know it is. It's just kind of how YouTube is. I don't know about that Matic long, man. I don't know about that Matic. Let's take a look at that. I mean, you got all sorts of bad shit, right? Yeah. I mean, you could get a little jump off it there, but still. I don't know about that Matic long. Yeah. But what do you think, Eric? If you're still around, Nerdy Tech, what do you think? What do you think about when should we buy Bitcoin? What do I think of Wax? Let's see. I've heard of this. I think it's going to zero. Nah, I don't know. Some of the ones that pump, I mean, it looks bad in these time frames. Middle time frames pretty bad. I don't know. I'd have to read fundamentals. I think we're almost done with the rally. I wanted to look at ICP. Money flow coming out right there. Bearish div. Looks pretty bad. Looks like a good short right here. This is one of them that potentially could go to zero. I would guess that you're probably, I mean, it's probably a 60 to 80% down for a lot of these. That'd be 80% down would be 140. Could even go to $1 or something. Didn't I look at AZ? I might have looked at A0 yesterday. I forget what the hell that is. Is it AI? Oh, it's on MEXC. Okay. It's a new one, right? Yeah. Not good. I think it's going to here. But yeah. And guys, by the way, check out the link to MEXC and BITGET down below. Both great exchanges, really good promos going on. If you want a paper trade, BitGet's really good. Use my link down below. They give you a free fake Bitcoin to play around with. Get used to exchange. I would recommend paper trading first, so check it out. Check all those guys out. And yeah, if you want a trading course, go to evanaldo.com. Is a discount code down below as well. So yeah. Solana, I forgot about Solana. Oh wow, did this make a higher high? Yeah, because you just know a lot of people have been shorting this. That's probably why. A little short squeeze there. Yeah, it got up to 27. Split RSI is there. Money flow coming out. I mean, I think it's almost done, but yeah. This is a highly traded one, obviously. I think it will inevitably end up, you know, lower, but 80% from here, $5, $3 to $5. ACH, I forget what that is. This? Wow, I don't know what this is. Is it it's like a brand new one? Brand spanking new. I don't know. We're coming up a little bit on Bitcoin right now. Hitting that moving average. Yeah, I wouldn't be going long yet. I mean, we're not really. It's the bit stamp. I'm not even. Let me do the one with the lines. So. Anything under 19K long is a steal. Yeah. Yeah, probably that. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to wait. I mean, because I think worst case scenario is probably 9. I have it drawn out here. It's a big high volume area at, oh man, 9,300. I think that's kind of worst case scenario. So yeah, 19 to that. But it's, you know, it's going to take longer. It's not going to be like the last decade. I mean, there's a possibility in 2025 you don't even make it. Maybe you just make it to 40 something K, you know. You may not make a new all-time high until 2028 or something. Could take time. Because now it's just so mainstream. Yeah, we're getting a little jump here. Yeah, not too many bullish dips, but yeah. Got about an hour and a half, I believe, before the Fed minutes. Kusama. So Kusama's had some decent fundamentals last time, from what I remember about it. And you know, I think ultimately, sadly, you're probably going to end up around $5 or something. But having said that, when it's at these lower areas towards the end of the year, could be a good one. I'll probably accumulate it. I want to look at CoinMarketCap. What is the ranking of Kusama? Okay, so it's out of the 100. It's a market cap of 300 million. Yeah, it's speculative, but it could be one of the ones, because let me show you, like, end of year, early next year, what I would be Bitcoin dominance bullish as possible, in my opinion. Right here, okay, so I'll tell you the ones I like the most out of this. So anything in the top 10 is going to be hard to get like really big gains on. Probably the first one I would start with would be Polkadot a little bit. Tron's got some potential. Avalanche got some potential. Uniswap, Cosmos I like a lot. Chainlink got some potential. And if you know, DCA into a lot of these, you know, venture capitalism by a lot of these, some of them will really skyrocket. I think Filecoin still has some potential. Monero maybe. I'd rather stick with Zcash though, lower market cap for the privacy token. There's some new ones too. I mean, I'd have to look at this later on. CRO, maybe. We'll see what happens. I mean, all the exchange tokens have kind of, FTX have kind of gone down. I mean, Celsius, so. Internet Computer, maybe. Algo, I think, has some potential. Phantom, maybe a little bit. Decentraland, maybe a little bit. Tezos, I might skip. Aave, I'd be more inclined. This is where you could potentially make a lot of gains. These are $1 billion market caps. Sandbox, maybe. And then, this used to be kind of good. I'd have to look into it more. Zcash, definitely. I would pick up a little bit. Loopring, I'd pick up definitely a little bit. Maybe 4chain and Sequilla. Sequilla, that's a small market cap now. Osmosis, Casper. And then after this, it's kind of, yeah, I mean, helium I may pick up a little bit. Blur, that's a new one people have been talking about. Some potential, and then we're back to frickin' Luna. Kava, maybe. Wow, Kusama is a low frickin'. Cadena, maybe. Yeah, once you get to, wow. I can't even find Kusama. I must have passed it. I thought it was at 111, I thought. Yeah, 119, yeah. I pick up a little bit. So those are the main ones. I probably listed about like 40 there. 30 to 40 if you were to get in between 20 to 40 decent ones, decent small caps to get into towards the end of the year would probably do you pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to. Let's see, ARB. Let's see, ARB. Is it this one? Arbitrum. I don't even. Not big enough for my interest. I'm curious about like the polls for political stuff. Because last I checked, Trump was way ahead. Yeah, 5. Wow. Well, these don't mean much, but wow. Trump's 13 points ahead. That's Kansas, but yeah. 23 points ahead in that poll. It seems like he's got it in the bag, and I think he will probably beat Biden. That's what I think. I think Trump's going to be in again. Not too low of an approval rating, really. Surprisingly. 15-minute bullish div. Oh, we finally got the 15. Yeah. Those 50. No. No, this is not. Oh, from. That's a large one from back there. Yeah. Could bring us up a bit. Yeah. And maybe roll over. I think we could come up a bit until. I mean, you do have a bullish div there, too. No. Do you? Wait, hold on a second. Was that even? Yeah, no, that was one. Hourly, you might get one pretty soon, yeah. Could bring us up a bit, yeah. Oh, 5 minute. Yeah. We're not even hitting off anything big. But, yeah. So, and the SPY seems to be bouncing a little bit too. See what the Fed says. So, yeah, but ultimately, I think, you know, we're going to see a red March, red April. I mean, I don't think we're going to pump up to 26, but maybe. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Exit before the minutes. No, it's a swing. The minutes, I think, are going to be more hawkish, so, yeah. Anyway, guys, been on a while this morning. I'm going to get off. If you guys are interested, please check out I got a really good trading course. A lot of people have really liked with the discount code down below. BITGET, MEXC, really good exchanges. If you want a paper trade, I would start with BitGet to practice. They give you a lot of fake money to paper trade. I think they still do. So yeah, all these exchanges are great. Check them out. MEXC, really good promo with my code or with my link. Same with BITGET. All right, guys, please subscribe, like the video. Have a good one. Goodbye.